On 3rd and 1, Henry again makes a cut, off and running. The Heisman winner in the open field, headed for the end zone. No decoy tonight, Kirk.
No, just a great job of blocking on the right side of the offensive line. Dominique Jackson, Taylor, the right guard, the tight end, O.J. Howard. Boy, they opened that up.
A 20th straight game in which Henry has rushed for a touchdown, extending his SEC record 26 now this season. Adam Griffith with the point, and the Tide strike quickly.
Right side of the offensive line. Watch that.
Watson rolling out. Takes a downfield shot. Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Tigers as they answer the Tide score. For that gritty ex-walk-on. Another look.
What an amazing effort here by Renfro. The big catch last week against the Sooners. And again, folks, he's a walk-on. He played quarterback last year in an option attack. He's walked onto this program. He's gotten better and better. In the biggest games of the year, here's Pylon Cam. An outstanding catch, but even a better effort to get open.
Greg Hugel with the PAT. Renfro just wanted to prove he can play football at this level. I think he's proven it.
Absolutely, Chris. The wheel route, I was watching him. Watch him work and fight through to get open on the wheel route. Minkah Fitzpatrick's doing a pretty good job there. He doesn't give up. He used his body to get a little bit of separation. And how about the throw by Deshaun Watson right on the money to tie this game up.
Only the second first-quarter touchdown the Tide have allowed. Figures to be final play of the quarter. You need to get to the 2. From the pocket. A strike and a touchdown again. It's Renfro. The unlikely star so far of this championship game.
Wait till we show you this route by the freshman. He's being defended by another freshman who's one of the more highly touted corners in the country out of New Jersey, and Minkah Fitzpatrick. He put a move on him to the outside to set up the move back to the middle. And the ball again, you can see the trust and the rhythm between Watson and his receiver Renfro.
73-yard drive. That was all Deshaun Watson running and throwing. And the second touchdown for Renfro, who continues a monster postseason. Hugel gets it through. PATs have not been automatic for him this year, but so far so good.
See that move, that stem to the outside. Minkah Fitzpatrick bites it, and it opens up that throw. Look at the anticipation. Look how far he works to get that receiver away from the defender. And Renfro, again, doesn't give up on the route, and it's a touchdown.
Terrific first quarter in Glendale. Tigers up 14-7. You're watching the college football playoffs. Word that Dabo Swinney loves to use. Ball a foot away from the goal line. Big defensive lineman in the formation lead, blocking for Henry, who just dives to Pater. Robinson and Reed, those studs on the D-line, making it pretty easy for Henry that time.
You have Cam Robinson on the left side. You've got Ryan Kelly in the middle, and then you're going to follow A'Shawn Robinson and Jaron Reed. Pretty good chance.
About 1,200 pounds there.
Pretty good chance of getting a push. And then, oh, by the way, Derrick Henry's a monster, too, trying to run the football.
The monster is just 2 yards short of 100 already as Griffith drives the extra point. So the interception by Eddie Jackson set it up.
That's exactly right. As good as Deshaun Watson's been in this first half. And that was exactly where they picked up that first down.
2-by-2 look. They fake it to Henry. Coker loops it downfield. Howard is wide open, and the tight end will waltz to the end zone. yards against a confused secondary.
The confusion's right here. You have two receivers into the boundary, only one defensive back. But this safety right here, TJ Green, not reacting, and you can see the receiver, the big tight end, actually slips downfield. A blown coverage by the Clemson Tigers, and TJ Green, who I don't think recognized the tight end along with the receiver into the boundary.
You know why O.J. Howard is getting hugged by teammates, Kirk? His first touchdown reception of the season. He's a talented guy, a top prospect. Sometimes a little bit forgotten in the game plan, but boy, when he's called on, he can make a big play. Hasn't caught a touchdown since 2013, and it's the go-ahead score in a championship game.
Boy, he's had a quiet year with so much potential, and as you said, what better game than the championship to be able to have your first touchdown of the year.
Griffith knocks it through. He told me last week, sometimes I have to wait and be patient, but when I get a chance, I got to make sure I take it.
He sure took it here. Clemson busts a coverage. Give Jake Coker a lot of credit for being able to recognize that. And here's a look at the play from the AT&T pylon cam as O.J. Howard takes it into the end zone, stays in bounds, and the Tide are up now by a touchdown in this second half.
And Watson has to answer again.
Tyler.
And now it's Hugel, who had his opening attempt blocked as the Tide only had 10 men on the field, ran a man on late. And Hugel knocks it through from 37. So Clemson answers the touchdown with 3, and the Tide still up by 4.
Your money, your
I formation. Couple of tight ends and a handoff to Gallman, who smashes straight ahead and scores. Tigers go strength on strength and take the lead.
Very, very impressive by that Clemson offensive line. 5 new starters. The continuity is as strong as any unit on this offense. And Dabo Swinney, Jeff Scott, and Tony Elliott, at a crucial moment in the game, they go behind that offensive line against the strength of Bama, the defensive line.
A minute ago he was limping, and then he scores, now he's dancing.
Pain, swelling, stiffness.
For the Tide. And this one is good. So how about the 38-yard pass to set up the tying field goal, Kirk?
Yeah, and let's watch Jake Coker here as he gets rid of this football. Watch Ben Boulware right up the middle. Watch how early he has to throw this ball. Look at Stewart. Stewart is still running his route, and that ball just drops out of the sky right into his hands.
And Griffith knocks it through. The Tigers and the Tide are tied. 10:34 to play.
Support your favorite college
This season for Clemson, again getting in there. Drake spelling Henry now, and Coker looks downfield again. Wide open is Howard for his second long touchdown tonight, and the Tide reclaim the lead.
You've got confusion in coverage here from Alabama's on Howard right here. He's going to slide down. Green settles in, and nobody gets back with Howard. It's the second time we've seen the tight end get behind coverage. You don't know from sitting up here if it's TJ Green, the safety, or the corner that time, Tankersley. But another blown coverage on the back end, and Lane Kiffin finds another way to use O.J. Howard for a touchdown.
He's got 2 tonight after not having any since 2013. The tight end has come up huge for the Tide. Coker has responded with a couple of big throws here in the second half, and Clemson, for the first time all season long, is now trailing in the fourth quarter. Can Deshaun Watson answer?
I work hard all day.
But Hugel trots out from 31 to try to cut into the lead. 1 for 2 tonight. His first attempt was blocked. This one right down the middle. So a quick response from the Tigers inside of 2 minutes, but it's only 3. And Bama's lead is still 4.
The hottest new
Hard tonight, doing everything for his offense. And that quick response does cut into the lead, but now the Tigers defense is going to have to stop Henry and company. Drake makes a cut, gets the corner. Look out, Kenyon Drake can fly. Eludes the kicker and will not be caught. Touchdown, Drake. 95 yards. A 10th non-offensive touchdown this season for this team.
And think of the injuries. Think of the career that Drake's had. A missed tackle there by Tankersley, and there's no way Curse can catch him. Or the kicker. The only guy that had a chance was T.J. Green at the end, 15. Drake sensed him and dove for the pylon to get it to the corner.
Another look. He extends his arms. Just the fuel tank about empty. He's getting near that pylon and reaches for it and gets it.
That's a touchdown. They're going to. I think they wanted to see the left foot, and it's in bounds. He definitely gets to the pylon. That's going to be a touchdown.
This pylon cam.
That's a great look. Boy, pylon cam's been getting a workout tonight.
Kenyon Drake, you're right. The serious leg injury that ended his season against Ole Miss. Covering a kickoff against A&M, breaks a bone in his arm. There's 2 screws in that arm. So frustrated to miss some of the stretch run. Contributes a huge play.
Well, the injury last year looked like it might be the end of his career. He worked his tail off to get back. He's in bounds right there. You see grass, and then you'll see him hit that pylon, get into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kirk, we wondered when special teams might come into play.
The ruling on the field and touchdown is confirmed.
Bama's had good special teams all season. Clemson has not. That's the 3rd time they've allowed a kickoff return for a touchdown. And the lead is now 10 midway 4th quarter. Wow.
Chris, not only the injuries for Drake, but to try to get back, and the guy you're competing against to try to take out is what goes on to win the Heisman Trophy. So he's had to find ways to get involved in special teams like this, catching the ball out of the backfield. But he shows you how effective he can be, how dangerous he is.
Griffith makes an 11-point lead. A foot just a centimeter inside the field, and then the dive for the pylon. And the Tigers like to talk about bringing their own guts and being resilient. Will have to dig deeper than they have so far this season now.
It's like, go, Coker. Or Coker saying, go, Drake. Look at the reaction.
Hey, can I
Safe driver, save 40%. Guys, go.
And get the football back.
Watson, a dart, Scott scores! A touchdown drive that sums up the determination of this undefeated team.
Told you that this football team would not be flustered. They wouldn't panic. They're going to have to go for 2 here to get it to be a 3-point game. Give themselves a chance at a field goal if they can convert here. But outside leverage, an easy throw that time for Watson to his target, Scott.
It's been a quiet night for Artavis Scott. He's been waiting to make a big play. That was a huge one. They have not tried a 2-point conversion all season long, by the way. Watson is flushed, chased, and cannot get there. Lost the ball as he was shoved out of bounds. Big Jaron Reed was chasing him, and the lead is still 5.
Your money, yours.
You see the word finish. Nick Saban talks about it all the time. And here they are trying to finish off this national championship.
Henry. No! Stuffed. Stopped by Clemson.
Remember, Clemson cannot stop the clock.
But a great effort by Dodd and those guys. Now they call it a touchdown. So a very delayed signal. And Alabama may have just finished business in the national title game.
Rolling on the field, runners broke the play together.
I'm trying to see where.
He's still spinning.
Did he reach across there?
Boulware's grabbing for the ball as Henry tries to extend it across. Just has to get the front of that white line.
I'm trying to see why they had a delayed call here.
He certainly was stopped there.
If you're going to make the call, it's right now if he reaches across.
Boulware was grabbing at the football. This may be our best look yet.
Yeah. You can see him reach across with the one hand. He's not near it at this point. Right there, he's it looks like he's in.
Yeah, there you go with the
looks like
spin.
he's in. Yep.
That is the best look. Again, it's just the front of that white line. And there's the spin.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
He's in.
How about that, Kirk? This tussle back and forth. It comes down to a second and third effort. Henry's having his hair grabbed on the play. He's spinning and just reaching the ball inches across that goal line for perhaps a clinching touchdown.
After review, the ruling on the field of touchdown is confirmed.
So for Derrick Henry, his third touchdown on his 36th carry. The relentless workhorse of this Alabama running game with 158 yards. A 75-yard drive with, again, the big play to Howard, the key.
Can't say enough about Jay Coker, Chris. His story. High school football in Mobile, Alabama, goes to Florida State, backs up Jameis Winston, transfers to Alabama, sits behind Blake Sims a year ago, has to put it all together his senior year, gets benched, as I said, week 3 to Cooper Bateman, and instead of going in the tank emotionally, fights his way back. And another look here at the touchdown by Henry, clearly into the end zone. But Coker tonight, 16 of 25, 335 yards and 2 touchdowns, and that says it all for Dabo Swinney.
Your money, your story.
Watson for the end zone. Caught for a touchdown by Peak with 12 seconds. Leggett with 12 seconds to go. Wow.
An absolute laser from Watson. Right over the shoulder of the defender, the defensive back, Harrison, puts the ball exactly where he had to put it. And he keeps Clemson's hope alive here. 12 seconds.
Leggett, a physical receiver, tough matchup, and they are fighting right to the end. Trying to get Mr. Wilkins into the game and had 10 men for the PAT. This to get it to 5. And then Hugo will be called on perhaps for an onside kick here, unless they employ some 2-kicker trickery.
This is a heck of a throw by Watson. Ball that he has thrown throughout his career well between 2 safeties. You've got to put it on a line because the safeties can collapse on top of your target, Leggett. With those safeties out wide, the middle of the field is open, but because of their speed in closing, you've got to be able to throw it right, as I said, right with the same kind of velocity he showed right there for the touchdown.